Hi everybody! In my last video I announced that I was going to attempt the double for my NASCAR Heat Evolution career. We were going to use Grid Autosport, a PlayStation 3 game, to do an Indy 500, and I'll upload that in the same video, or at least on the same day, as I run my Coke 600. In that video I announced that I might be doing some Indy month content, and so this is my attempt to do that, because some people in the comments were actually like, yeah, we'd like to see some 500 month content other than the 500 itself. So what I'm going to do today is probably going to be very boring, but it's just going to be practice. So we can call this rookie orientation, if you will, for the 500. But to make it kind of interesting, I'm going to be playing around with some wild setups. I'm going to go to different extremes to try and dial in a fast setup. So let's get right to it. We're going to pick our livery, however it's pronounced, paint scheme, I guess. And I would love to go through all of these so that I can show you all the pretty liveries, because I'm a big fan of paint schemes, but two reasons I'm not going to. One, this is the angle you get and you can't change it, and it's a terrible angle to look at a paint scheme from. And two, it takes so long for them to load. Look at this. Look at this. And there it is. Okay, so we're just going to, without going through them, announce which one I'm going to do. It's going to be K&N Motorsport. The K&N sponsorship there, I really like the orange and the red, so bright that it's almost pink paint colors there. It reminds me of the Repsol Honda team in MotoGP, because I think their bikes look pretty cool. So that is what we're going to be using. We're going to head to the track. And I've already done a bit of dialing in with my wheel. The thing I like about this game is it has options for the degrees you want the wheel at. You can do it like 1080 degrees or something. I have it at 540. That seems to be a good balance of don't have to turn the wheel too much, but it's not unstable where like a tiny twitch is going to spin me out. So we are going to go here to vehicle tuning, and we're just going to see what it's like right down the middle. I imagine it's going to be very unstable though, because that's how it's been in my experience. But we're just going to go out for a first lap of practice here. Wreck into turn 1 probably, just because the default settings are so unstable. Alright, let's see how this goes. Oh, that's actually not bad. Look at this, I'm completing I got further than I thought I would. I think a lot of the instability when I was first reacquainting myself with this game and this wheel just came from getting the wheel dialed in right. Oh, messed up that corner, that's alright. Alright, we're going to do one more lap just to get a baseline, just to get a control. You can see that counter ticking down. We have 10 minutes worth of practice. I can always do more, but whatever, 10 minutes worth of practice. Okay, this is our for realsies lap. And those of you who...
You're on average pace for Sector 1.
Thank you. Not Bobby Labonte. I guess he's my race engineer, not my spotter.
You're on average pace for Sector 2.
Alright, I'm adequate.
Average pace for Sector 3.
Alright, so that'll be a good baseline.
Not a bad lap time. Let's get another one done and iron out the creases.
Alright, so that was, oh man, I can't even read that. 49 seconds? Oh, that font is so small. Alright, whatever. Let's return to the paddock. Yes, and make some adjustments. So you see there, my car number is car number 99. which I did not pick that. It assigns you a number. In career mode, I think it's random, or it may go by like your rank amongst all the AI or something. But for quick race, it just slapped me with 99 all the time. Which is cool for me, you know, Carl Edwards, if we're NASCAR fans, but I'm sure many IndyCar and kart fans would rather I keep the 99 alone. That's Greg Moore's number. If you don't know who Greg Moore is, look it up. I'm not going to go into it right now, but I will try and respect the legacy of Greg Moore driving car number 99. I don't have a choice, guys. I'm sorry. Alright, so practice vehicle tuning. Let's see what we can do. One thing I like about this tuning thing right here is I don't know a whole lot about cars, and sometimes the tuning setups, like games should give us options. If you're gonna have like the completely in-depth tuning setup, give us something like this also for us idiots that have no clue what we're doing, that just mash the wheel and turn left. So I like this. It's just kind of a little slider. It gives you you know, the little descriptions for what each does, and that's huge. That is huge for me. Is, you know, don't just let me do low downforce, high downforce. Tell me in that little paragraph what it's going to do. And so that's actually what we're going to do right now. Let's see what happens when we go way low downforce. No downforce whatsoever. Gear ratio. I want to see what happens if we do a long gear ratio. And this I'm actually going to keep as is. We're going to hold the suspension to stiff because I like a stable car, and that's what it says right here. It's going to come at the cost of corner entry, but that's okay. I feel like I can corner entry drive this. Alright. Also, I know I'm changing two variables here, which is not a good scientific experiment. You're supposed to change one variable at a time, but whatever. Let's go run 2 laps of practice, see how that feels. I like how the AI driver is already about to crash. Whoa, I can already feel it. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Just as soon as it gave me control over the car, it was unstable. Well, there's another guy. Completely went past him. He's probably on his out lap. Well, actually, I'm a little more used to it now. Alone, I might do that, and for qualifying, I might do that. Let's see what the lap time was. That's a 39, definitely faster.
That was a fast time for Sector 1.
Thank you, race engineer. I try.
You're on average pace for Sector 2.
Another thing with the long gear ratio, I want to check my
You're on average pace for Sector 3.
speed at the line here. It's just absolutely bananas.
Good. You can push out a faster time though.
240 at the line. That's nuts. Actually, I want to give this
Slightly slower form on that sector this time.
a few more laps of practice here. I want to see how this car handles in traffic. Because one of the things that I simultaneously hate because it's difficult, but love because it's realistic, is in an Indy car in this game, if you get in traffic on an oval, the car, whoa, 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 what are you guys doing? I thought we were in a race. They were going way too slow. Anyway, if you get in traffic, if you are behind somebody going into a corner, then all of the air gets taken off of your front wing. Guess what? You just lost all the downforce on your front wing. The car becomes incredibly unstable. I had to brake for traffic, race engineer. What do you think is going to happen? Can you tell I don't like this guy as much as I like Bobby? Whoa, see? See, I lost. Whoa! Really having to hang on to it there. And we put it in the wall. Well, welcome to Indianapolis, Sean Gossett.
That lap better before. Let's get a fast time in.
Whoa, those guys. Okay, alright, we'll bring it around. But check this out, this is another cool feature on this game. Hey, race engineer, how is my car?
No mechanical faults, just a few knocks.
Isn't that neat? On the directional pad, each button asks your race engineer a different question. In career mode, it works more because you have teammates and rivals, and two of the buttons are how's my teammate and how's my rival. But at least in regular mode, I can ask the condition of my car, and he'll tell me. Alright, so let's head back to the paddock, swing it wildly in the other direction. LePage the field. Oh, nope. AI driver keeps it on the inside. Cool. Alright, well, let's see what happens with completely high downforce. It'll probably hurt our lap time. But let's see what happens. That's what this video, and ultimately all this practicing I'm doing, is for. Is some wild experimentation. Alright, well clearly we are already much more stable going into the turn. As a driver, I like this setup best, but I know it's not going to be the fastest. And witness, oh, he already has some damage. That's another thing I like about this game, is the AI are capable of crashing on their own. I think I mentioned in one of my very first career mode videos is I absolutely hate it when AI are absolutely perfect drivers and never wreck unless you hit them. You know, I don't want AI wrecking all the time, but still. Alright, well, this is going to be a little skewed because we did get in the draft of another car. So this lap is going to go on the tow chart. What I want to know is how this setup does on the no tow chart. Yeah, and you can tell we are 20 miles and 30, sorry. No, math is hard, you guys. We are a little over 10 miles an hour slower at the line with the high downforce. And that was with help. That was an assisted lap. Let's see if we can catch this guy. I'm burning through my practice time. If I can't catch him in half a lap, then we'll go back to the paddock. But I'd really like to get some experience in traffic and watch the stupidity of the AI now. Oh, no, I didn't get the chance to dive bomb him. You thought the NASCAR Heat Evolution AI were dumb? No, they can do some dumb things, but overall, I'd say they're fairly competent. The AI in this game, while I did just praise them for their imperfection and their ability to crash, they're dumb. These are dumb AI that treat you like you're not there at all. You know, in NASCAR Heat, if you get a massive run on somebody, they don't realize that you're there. But if you're already side by side with them, they realize you're there and they'll give you the room. These guys, no. No, you could be side by side with somebody for an entire lap and they'll just turn right into you. Alright, head back to the paddock. And let's see. I really only have time to test one more setup, and I was kind of curious to see how a short gear ratio would work. But you know what? I'm actually going to take away downforce again. This is my for serious actual practice. We'll finish out the time here. I'm thinking this is probably going to be my setup. It might change for the actual race, but we'll see. So if any of you guys have this game and have raced Indianapolis, or I guess any game with an Indianapolis, but it'd be most helpful if you've played this game, how do you guys race this? I'd really appreciate some advice, because this one, you know, when you're by yourself at least, it really is a mash the gas and turn left. But, you know, there's still... I'm an oval fan, and especially a NASCAR fan, so I understand there's still plenty of nuances to mashing the gas and turning left here at Indianapolis. So, what lines do you guys like to run? What setups do you guys like to run? Should I late apex into turn 1? Should I late apex into all the turns? Should I try and swing out to the wall in the short chute, or should I not? I guess that's really my question, is where do you guys apex in each of the turns? Uh-oh, only 30 seconds left in practice. Let's see if we can get past this guy at least. This is going to be the last lap. I don't know if it'll let us finish this lap or not. Alright, here's an example of... see? And granted, I dive bombed him there.
That stepped it up a gear. You've got that sector down.
But still. Alright, let's see what happens. Nope, nope, killed us. Alright, well, I guess that'll pretty much do it. While I'm on my soapbox and my high horse, tell you what, we're gonna do one last 4-lap qualifying thing. No, this video is almost 20 minutes. Forget it, let's see what happens. Let's do it. We're not gonna do the race this time though, and we'll re-qualify for the actual race. This is a mock qualifying run. And Tom Carnegie goes, and he's on it. Although, Indy does have multi-day qualifying, so there's that. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was on my soapbox. My biggest pet peeve with this game, even bigger than the dumb AI, is, do you guys notice the lack of something on the screen right now? If you answered rear view mirror, you are correct. There is no rear view mirror option. It's not even like it's an option and I have it turned off. There just flat is no rear view mirror. You have two things in its place. A complete look back, which I hate. That's dumb. I shouldn't have to press a button to be able to glance behind me. And you also have this arrow system where like this little white arrow appears on the screen to kind of show you that there's a car near you.
That got you second fastest on the first
Oh,
lap.
got it in the grass there. Yeah, that was good enough for first by a 1/100th of a second. Now this will be interesting since it's a 4-lap qualifier. Does it actually average, or does it take my fastest lap? I'm not sure what the deal is, because I'm out here by myself, but sometimes I think that like it pretends that it's multi-car qualifying. Because sometimes I've qualified first on my first lap and then had a slower second or third lap, and I dropped a position. Which, if it's taking my fastest lap, then that shouldn't happen. But if it's averaging, then that makes sense. Or if it's kind of pretending that everybody does each lap at the same time. I don't know. I'm just rambling right now. It's great content, right? Oh man, we're already on lap 4. Let's see what happens. I'll have to actually look this up for my next video to see if I actually have the right to say this. But in honor of the 500 and Tom Carnegie, as I cross the line, first place, and it's a new track record. 39.891. Alright, well, I'll look that up, or you guys can look that up and post in the comments and be like, you guys are 5 seconds slower than the lap record. You suck. So, whatever. Actually, before we go, one last thing. This will only take a minute. I want you guys to look who qualified number 8. Complete coincidence, and they got the country wrong, but Carlos Munoz. I don't know when this game came out, but I'm guessing Carlos Munoz was not an IndyCar driver at the time. But there is an IndyCar driver who is from South America. I think Colombia, correct me if I'm wrong there. But South America, not European like this one is. But his name is Carlos Munoz, so I did get a kick out of that. Alright, well, that was 21 minutes of nothing but practice. Hope you enjoyed it. If you guys have any suggestions as to what I can do over the course of the week to have more Indy 500 content, I'm open to suggestions, but other than that, next Indy 500 video will probably be me doing the actual double. So, thanks for watching, and see you guys... Actually, see you guys for my All-Star video. I'm going to make kind of a fun All-Star race video, even though there's not All-Star race in NASCAR Heat Evolution. We're going to do something fun for that, since it is the NASCAR off week. So, see you guys in that video. See you later. Thanks for watching.